It's another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Viewers across the globe, welcome you to today's edition of this program, and we say thank you to you for always keeping in touch with us on this program. Michael Adekunle still remains my name, and we have two journals here at the newsstand, the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspaper. What are they saying? What are they telling the public this morning? We have President Buhari saying something vital here. Budget 2021, brace up for more recession. That's what the president has said. Yeah, brace up for another recession. Muhammadu Buhari is at it again. Nigerians are seriously reacting to the statement made by the president of the country. Brace up for another recession. That's what Buhari has said. Yeah, as federal government overshoots provision of Fiscal Responsibility Act, ramps up debt servicing, says second Niger bridge 46% completed. Once National Assembly against padding. On to the next one. Still on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, we have NSAS. Policeman, another killed as protest rock Delta, Edo, Imo, Abuja. Others. Policeman, another killed as protest rock Delta, Edo, Imo, Abuja. Others. Still on COVID-19, of course, is still killing lives and still rendering lives useless. We have COVID-19 Nigeria. Nigeria may record surge in cases, says PTF, that's the Presidential Task Force. Nigeria may record surge in cases, says PTF. We haven't suspended work on PIB. That's what the Senate is saying. Yeah, we have not suspended work on PIB, says Senate. On to the next one. Ondo decides tight security as INEC begins distribution of sensitive materials. Tight security as INEC begins distribution of sensitive materials. We have federal government routes for Okonjo-Iweala's WTO candidacy in last-minute delegates consultation. Quickly to a sad story here, and I was right at the scene yesterday at Barua, Alimosho local government area of Lagos State. We have scene of gas explosion at Best Roof Cooking Gas Plant at Kandos Road, Barua in Ayobo Ikpaja, Local Government Council Development Area, Alimosho local government of Lagos State yesterday. You can see the picture of the menace caused by the gas explosion in Barua yesterday. On to the next one, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Very, very interesting stories here. Buhari presents 13.08 trillion naira 2021 budget. Wow. I told you earlier on that there are diverse reactions to what the president has presented right on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune and other journals right here at the newsstand. We have Buhari presenting 13.08 trillion 2021 budget. Economy may go into recession. 3.124 trillion naira for debt servicing. That's a very critical one here. Capital projects get 3.85 trillion naira. Federal government to borrow 4.28 trillion naira. 157% increase in capital allocation to health sector. National Assembly gets 128 billion naira. Education gets 127 billion naira. No IPPIS, no salary. Of course, you know our reviewers are here to express their views. Of course, it's still Bystanders at Newsstands. Keeping it real right here at Ogba Newsstand. Viewers will be right back.
Ijesha Land Foundation for Entrepreneurial and Leadership Development presents 3rd Dr. Lawrence Omole Annual Lecture Series. Theme: Entrepreneurship as a Tool for Community and National Development. Guest speaker: former Finance Minister Olusegun Aganga, Chairman Marina Express Train Services. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this year's edition will take place via Zoom on Saturday, October 10, 2020. Time 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The third Dr. Lawrence Omole annual lecture is dedicated to the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye Obokunagbewaran. Announcer Tony Barola, Chairman Planning Committee, Ijesha Land Foundation for Entrepreneurial and Leadership Development.
All right, just like what Mr. Matthew said earlier on, he said the previous budgets have not been, the previous budgets have not been evident enough. There's no substantial evidence evidences that the government or this present administration has used the previous budget judiciously. This time around, that we have over 13 trillion naira being budgeted for 2021. How do you think the present administration will make use of this budget in the appropriate way?
The issue is, I don't think they will use the money very well, because this is something that has been going on for years. This year was about 11 trillion. Next year, now you're talking about 13 trillion. If you cannot use 11 trillion well, how much do you think you use 13 trillion well? They are not able generating money they used to generate. The problem in Nigeria now has become too much. It has become too much. We are just patching. Every time we are patching, we are losing money. We as a nation. Nigeria is losing over $26 billion every year because of we are just patching. 13 trillion. What is 13 trillion? We have 26. We have a lot to do. We are not even looking at the big picture anymore. This got a mismanagement of fund, corruption. This road that should have done many years ago, we are sitting it now. Why is road still our problem? I was seeing the resources Nigeria has, the natural resources we have. We have all these things we have the natural resources to do road. Why are we going to go and say invite foreign companies to come and do road for us? Because they want to use it as a means to steal money. Because if they give a local contract, a construction company in Nigeria now contract to do road, you can investigate it. But when you take money outside the country, you can't investigate it anymore because the money has left the country already. So if they contract the foreign company to come and do work of 100 naira, they will take 200 out of the country. They will pocket 100 outside this country. That's why we are losing money. We are losing $26 billion every year. We have lost the initiative as a nation entirely. We don't know what we are doing anymore. Everything now is just corruption. So the problem will keep increasing. We are losing money as a country. So now 13 trillion are doing what? We are still doing roads to this very moment. We are still doing electricity.
We still have unemployment
to tackle. It's just upside down. Insecurity, all that. I was seeing the budget. They were trying to allocate over 800 billion to defense. 800 billion naira to defense. With the insecurity in Nigeria, problem.
And nothing really has changed.
So now we are not even safe anymore in our own country. So where is 800 billion going into? So everything is just upside down. We have lost the initiative as a nation.
So what advice would you give to the present administration?
The thing is, there's no need to advise them because they won't even take it serious anymore.
You mean the government is not?
They don't care about our. Yeah, they don't even care about our opinion anymore. As long as they're there to come and pack money, they don't care about your opinion. Your opinion don't count. Until we, as a nation, we take matter into our own hands before they will take us serious.
All right, thank you so much.
Maybe speaking one word. Yeah, thank you very much.
Peter. Thank you so much. Very good contribution from you. All right.
And concerning the SARS issue, this problem with police is too much. We need to restructure the police. We need to start buying. Our government needs to start non-lethal weapons for police. That's what every police use standard weapon around the world. Non-lethal. The police should be. There's no after-action report when the police discharge his firearm.
They should be checkmated, right?
There's no checkmate anymore. No after-action report. You need to start non-lethal weapon for police. Where police will be using non-lethal, rubber bullets, taser, pepper spray. In case somebody resists arrest, you can use pepper spray to spray the person's eye, just to apprehend him, not to be giving police firearm, AK-47, to be walking on the street. You give somebody that is not educated, somebody that is angry, somebody that is frustrated and AK-47, what will you do? You will use it to anyhow he likes.
All right, thank you
so we need to reform and restructure the police force by using non-lethal weapon.
All right, thank you
That's
so much
best
for
for.
your contribution.
Thank you very much.
Very great one from Peter. The habits of siphoning money by the political office holders should be stopped in Nigeria. We've seen situations where some political office holders were probed, and at the end of the day were found guilty of some allegations. Here we are with the Lagos State Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, with allegation of money laundering conspiracy, which the Efcc have frozen its account. Now, what do you have to say concerning this?
Mr. Abai, what I want to say is that anti-corruption fights have not been fought vigorously by any government in this country, without exception. Because in a sane society, it doesn't matter who holds sway as the president. It doesn't matter who holds sway as the headsman in the judiciary. It doesn't matter who heads the legislative arm of government. They already have institutions that work. Mr. Mike, I want to tell you that as exalted as the office of the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu has been questioned by Israeli police authority for 2-3 times on the basis of corruption. And what is the allegation? The allegation is that he is favoring a prominent media house with contracts. As we speak, the wife of the Prime Minister has been convicted. She entered plea bargain when she saw that she is likely going to be convicted. What was the allegation? She was accused of going to grocery stores to buy food where money had been budgeted for government house, and they have chefs who cook for the government officials, and over there they see it as misappropriation of funds. And when the issue got to court, she knew that she have actually mismanaged funds. She entered into plea bargain and she was convicted on that basis. That's a sane society where institutions work. Mr. Mike, cast your mind back to recently when flood was killed in America. And Mr. President, when I mean Mr. President, the President of the United States of America and the President of Donald Trump gave an order that the issue should be investigated and the culprits should be charged to court. In less than 3 days from that order, the police officer was charged to court. Mr. Mike, in Nigeria, a police squad that went to Taraba State to arrest a kidnapping pin in the person of Wadume was extrajudicially killed by supposed Nigerian army under the supervision of a Nigerian captain in the army. As we speak today, we have not seen the light of the day. And as at the last count, the case was charged with court. The military officers, including the captain, was excluded from prosecution, just from a limb excuse from the Attorney General of the Federation that the military high command refused to surrender those military personnel for prosecution. These Attorney General of the Federation who have unfettered access to Mr. President. What stops him from approaching Mr. President and telling him his predicament so that the President can give order to the military high command to surrender those guys for prosecution? Coming back to your question, we cannot see anti-corruption being fought with every sincerity as long as we continue having the system in place. The institutions are weak. What we rather have is strong men, not strong institutions. Recently, Rochas Okorocha said something. He said APC is dead. That APC is only surviving because of the respect for Buhari. He may be correct, because that Buhari, the president, is the rallying point of the party. Institutions are not working. That is why you see a Babachi Lawa that be fired on the strength of an investigative panel instituted by Mr. President headed by the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the President of Osinbajo. Up to today, there's no conscious effort from any anti-graft agencies to prosecute him, whether EFCC, whether ICPC. I've not seen it. If you are, I don't know otherwise whether you have seen it. So, if you are talking about Obasa's case, okay, and any other case that may have made the front burner, I think it will still follow the same path until we get it right by building institutions that endure beyond political gladiators.
And when do we get it right? Because it has been a continuous thing.
Getting it right, we need a selfless leader. A leader who will put himself in the shoe of that woman of justice. You see the way that woman of justice is blindfolded? He doesn't know who is involved. He caught the balance where it balances. So in the same vein, if we have a selfless leader who is destabilized. Right. Now, Mr. Man, let me remind you something. Recently, International Court of Justice requested that Nigeria should nominate a judge to be member of the International Court of Justice. I tell you that the person Nigerian government nominated is unfortunate. When they place the person on a scale of 4, the person came out, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, the person came out at the 3rd position, and they rated the person as poor. Is that not mockery of Nigeria in the Committee of Nations? Tell me, if the man were to serve in Nigeria, if the final arbiter to decide whether the man should serve rest in the presidency, would that man not be serving today? So when you promote mediocrity above meritocracy, that is what you have.
All right, brace up for another recession. That's what the president has said. Over 13 trillion naira meant for 2021 budget. But the questions Nigerians are asking is that what has this present administration done with the previous budgets?
If you ask me, I will tell you that the budget do not excite me, because previous budget we have seen do not actually translate into job creation. It do not actually translate into infrastructural development. Because for me, what makes government ultimate is the welfare of the people, is providing security for the people. As we speak, there is insurgency that have ravaged this country for almost a decade now, and the government have not been able to contain it. So what can you show for the huge amount of resources that's going into security? Quite agreed, in a time of recession, or as we are technically in recession, because for the second quarter going, we have reported negative GDP growth. So technically we are in recession. Quite agreed, in a period like this, you spend your way out of recession. Economically, that is it. But what is the guarantee that the chunk of money that is being budgeted for will go into the actual budget? Because if all we see at the end of the day is a budget that does not reach average performance in the real term, if you go and watch what is on ground, so what's the guarantee that this one will see that performance and will see the reflection of the money in the society? Mr. Mike, you see Mr. President say he want to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. For me, it's a slogan. He's only just the same way the government told us that they were going to create 3,000 jobs annually, they were going to do this and that. The same thing I'm seeing that this is a mess slogan. I don't see any seriousness in that, because we are already in 2020. Why not ask yourself what has become of Vision 2020? So it's a way of trying to hoodwink people into this antic of political gimmicks, because they want to say what people will hear. They want to carry the people along. It does not bother you that road they will campaign with on the basis of which they win an election in a particular year. In another round of campaign, they will see you that same road, that same infrastructure. So we are not getting it right.
Okokondem. Yes, the new Okokondem of the Second Republic of Biafra.
Right, we have here the new Okokondem of the
Second Republic of Biafra,
and it's trying to analyze
under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. anointed servant of God.
Under the list,
Under the anointing, under the leadership of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the anointed servant of God, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, that's what you said, Mr.
No,
Okpara.
no, that's what he said, because he's a prophet. When he prophesies, it come to pass. He haven't said anything that it's not come to pass. Therefore, the Spirit of God is in him.
Don't forget the slogan.
Yeah. This is Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem of the Second Republic of Biafra.
Can we just move to what we have today?
Yeah.
Today's business we have the president
Now, telling
us to brace up for another recession. Of course, he has presented the 2021 budget, which is about 13.08 trillion naira. Of course, the last year's budget was about 8 point something trillion naira. But let's quickly see what we have here concerning the budget. Nigerians are seriously reacting to this. And what's your own take on the budget being presented by the president this time around? Nigerians are saying that what as the previous budgets.
This is where I'm coming from. This is what I want to say. Okay. You see, last year was 8 point something trillion. This year, 13 point something trillion. To show you the backwardness of Nigeria and the crash of Nigerian economy. You understand? Every year, the inflation is growing at least with 20 to 35% of inflation growing every year. And this will show you how Nigeria is sinking, how Nigeria is falling. Now, the ones of last year, where's the impact? Both in infrastructure, in security, in provision of food, in taking care of the masses, in health section, in teaching section. Where is that money reflected to? You see what I'm saying? What are they borrowing this money for? Where is this money sinking for? Are they borrowing to their own boss? Are they borrowing to feed their family? Are they borrowing to sponsor railway from Katsina to Niger Republic? Are they borrowing to finance Boko Haram to have more arms to doing their deadly fighting? Are they borrowing it to sponsor Fulani herdsmen? Or are they borrowing it to make a budget for water resources control so that they can have the whole Nigeria for themselves? Where is this money going to? Now, if we continue borrowing, what of our GDP or whatever they call it, our income tax we generated from inside Nigeria, are they still borrowing? Where is money from oil and the gas, crude oil and the gas, natural resources, natural liquefied gas? Where are the money they are generating from those places? The money that is made from VAT on the call we made, each call we made, where is the money they are removing from that VAT? Mr. President or Presidency, tell us where this money are going to. You continue borrowing. And tomorrow we said PDP said, Jonathan has spoiled the economy. What are you doing now? Are you building the economy or are you spoiling the economy? Look, let me ask Nigeria. We are not in war and Nigeria is like this. How much more the time we enter into war? I'm still saying it. If Biafra can be able to stand for the test of time they lasted in First Republic, go and block them in the air, block them on the land, block them on the sea, wherever, go and block them. But Biafra was able to resist Nigeria and all her allies, including Russia, Arab and Muslim world, Britain, all the whole communist world come against Biafra. But we was able to stand for that 3 years, Biafra in the first Biafra Republic, before it was aborted by Nigerian invaders. If Nigeria can be in wars, they cannot survive as Biafra survive. I'm asking Nigeria a question. If Biafra during the war can manufacture their own weapon, manufacture their own refinery, refine oil, build their own armories, tanks and everything to face Nigeria, to build their own Obunigwe and face Nigeria, what can Nigeria develop on their own and start growing?
Now, Okokondem, now that Nigeria is at 60, don't you think this administration will have a rethink and do the necessary things?
The budget they present will tell you the type of rethinking they are having. Get ready, we are entering another recession. We tell you the type of thinking they are having. They don't have any thinking for good of Nigerians. Because the devil that is controlling them have blinded their mind. God have given them a reprobate mind of no repentance, a reprobate mind of not thinking good than evil. All of them in power, not only in presidency, all of them in power.
All right, let's move away from that. We have Efcc quizzing the Lagos State Speaker, Obasa, for money laundering, conspiracy, and funds misappropriation and others. Now, do you see Efcc succeeding in this investigation?
EFCC probing him or going against him, whether they succeed or not, I'm telling you, it's a setup onto that man. That Lagos State House Assembly Speaker, it's a setup. His party is setting him up. Because this present administration, whenever you do something against them, whenever you tell them, or they feel reaction, you haven't speak out, but they see reaction in you, that their bad governance, you don't like it, they will set you up and start probing you. To do what? To bring you down, to shut up your mouth. All of them are corrupt. All of them are corrupt. Both the presidency, both the governor, both the speaker, both the rep, both the senate, all of them are corrupt. All of them are criminal. But it's when you go against their policy, they start going against you. Right. They may succeed, they may not succeed.
All right, let's leave that one. Tomorrow is the D-Day, Ondo State gubernatorial poll. What are your expectations from the citizens of Ondo State? Of course, you know, the citizens of Edo State decided, and Obasa emerged winner in that state. What advice would you give to the citizens of Ondo State at this point in time?
I thank God that Ondo State, Edo State have happened, and to show other Nigerians way to follow in democracy, to show Nigerians the way to stand on their feet and resist evil of this present administration called advanced poverty continuation, APC. Now, I want Ondo people to borrow a look from Edo people to stand on their feet to say no to Akirodu and the APC. Because you cannot see anything that they do. Let them vote him out. Let them vote and let the APC government lead by so-called Buhari rigged. Let them vote. Come out and vote fully against Akirodu and APC, and vote Jagade and PDP in. So let us see the changes.
Don't let me forget, Lucky is back and he promised to host us next week. Raphael, Lucky promised to host us next week. That's what he said. So what's your take on it? He promised to host next week. What's your take on it?
Yes, Lucky promised us to come next week. This after this Sunday, the other Sunday.
Yeah, Joman himself.
Yes, we are coming. We are going to Lucky's house to celebrate Obasa's victory, as he promised everybody. Lucky is still. His promises are still intact. I met Lucky 2 days ago, and he made the promises that he's not going to hesitate to fulfill his promises.
All right, thank you so much.
Before the election, Lucky said so that Obasa will win, and if Obasa win, all of us will raise our throat up in celebration. So if he can be able to do it, which means he's a man of integrity, which means if government enter his hand, he promised what he promised before government he can be able to do it. From little one, we know how the big one will be. Right. That's what I find in Lucky. But Mike, let me thank my people, the Biafran people, and advise them. People of Biafra, whom we are hearing a voice now, is the new Oko Condem of Second Republic of Biafra, Mr. Okpara. So I am telling you, the people of Biafra, wherever you are, this is what I'm telling you. Omo Biafra, ona rahakwa n'ona, onye ndị rogbara gburugburu na-eche ndị nche mgbe niile. Onye na n'olu ya bụ Maazị New Oko Condem of Second Republic of Biafra. Ihe ndụmọdụ m na-adụ ụnụ, onye rahakwa n'ona, a ga na-agba mbọ na-eche ndị anyị nche ebe ọ bụla ebe a nọ. Jehova Chukwu Abịama Abịamara ga-anọnye anyị n'aha Yehoshua. Amen.
All right, thank you so much. One love, one love, one love, Mr. Opara. All right, Festus. Prison of Obasa, that's the Lagos State Speaker, is what is currently trending. Of course, there was a rift between the then governor of Lagos State, the person of Akinwumi Ambode, and the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Now, the issue has been going on and on, which Nigerians are expecting an outcome from the Efcc. He has been quizzed. He's been interrogated presently. Now, what does this tells you as a person? Do you think the Efcc is working or not?
No. When I listened to the news yesterday, I was very happy because I know with this present man, what did they call him, Obasa? If EFCC can hold that man, the rot and wickedness even going on in Lagos State will also be reviewed, because Lagos State are going to extend that the people, the Lagosian, they don't know what they are fighting for anymore. Some individuals are controlling the power and the resources of Lagos State. See, let's stop deceiving ourselves. All the whole road in Lagos State, nowhere, there's no good road in anywhere. And this is the state that generates more money, more than any other state in Nigeria. No good road. Security is problem. You cannot see police in Lagos State or anybody working under Lagos State government. They want to become government. They want everybody to be under their palm. Anybody working under Lagos State government wanted to be under their palm. It's a welcome development. That's to show that EFCC have wake up and come to fight for good. As the whole the speaker said, the speaker will leak many things that have made all the evil men that follow him and eat the money that all of them eat. Their workers, they are not paying them. The people working in government, many of them have not received salary. They're civil servants, but nobody can talk because they are afraid. Because they are afraid. You understand? Those people are afraid. The civil servants cannot talk, and many of them they have not received their salary, and they see all these things going on in the House of Assembly, and they know nobody can speak, and they still confuse them and gang up against the best governor of Lagos State, which is Akinwumi Ambode. Ambode is the best governor. The present governor they have, what have he achieved? Look at all the road in Lagos State. Nothing to write home about. No road. And he's sitting down there. He will give all that. A person that come to office and say that he will feed all the pothole in Lagos State. The pothole is worse. Rain have not come, but when rain come, they will know what I'm saying. You understand? So that is on that. If they like this Lagos State, if they like, they change their character. They don't change. You know, concern me. But another one, SARS and Nigeria youth, police, okay, all of them, they are one motto. See, police, if they want the SARS to be banned, let police also reshuffle their brutality to the youth, not only SARS, because some of those people protesting, they only use one name. Instead of them to use a name that police should reform their word to shift their brutality, because police, we cannot walk on the street see police. I will be happy, because those police that can do and undo. Police can easily lay allegation against you as innocent man, and the people are protesting, say SARS and leave police aside. All of them are the same thing. Police and all of them are the same thing, because we don't see police on the street that are happy anymore. They're just like one of the agents that set an own government sent to monitor the people, and humiliating the masses, making life unbearable for us. And like yesterday, one news I hear, how can a policewoman who come out and tell a protester that he hope they carry mat to sleep? Say if not, if they don't carry mat to sleep here, they are wasting their time. You understand? A policewoman will rank. You understand? Policewoman will rank, tell a protester that they are wasting their time. If they don't sleep, maybe they go carry their mat, come and sleep for police station. Sleep for that gate. If not, they are wasting their time. Is that not an insult to Nigeria youth? Because they know that the youth cannot do anything. You understand? is they know that the youth cannot do anything. That's why all of them are doing anything. That's why I say this NSAS matter. This is the third time that Nigeria come out to say, fourth time that they want to end SARS. The same SARS have not been end. Former IG proscribed SARS, and who bring them? Am I the one or you that bring them back? The same police force bring SARS back. If we keep on crying, buy SARS, it's only what they ban. Even though for almost 2017 till now, even though they set you dey ban, you no go run. Set go run. But this one said they ban SARS. Nigeria youth wake up, ban SARS. They no wan ban them, and people are still keep on. That's why I see that most of the leader of police chief are telling you that they cannot ban SARS. Defense headquarters say they cannot ban SARS. The government, the same senator and the House of Representatives that will come and have jerrycan of rice to bribe people. The people are crying to them now. They form deaf and dumb. They form blind people. They could not reach. Election time will come. The youth will tell them that enough is enough. You understand? That is, if the youth no wake up, let them stop protesting. If they no want to fight for what they want, let them stop protesting, because the protest that they don't know what they are protesting for, they can't hear anything. You understand? The youth had to rise up and fight this old fool and tell them that we are the owner of this country, the youth. How many years many of them have to live? No years. You understand? It's a hard time we fight to get what we want. That is what I have to tell them this morning. You understand?
There is a new story on board which we need to deliberate on. Talking about the Lagos State Speaker Obasa, Mudashiru Obasa, that is being probed for money laundering. Of course, the High Court has frozen his account. But what I want to ask you is, should we continue to see people holding political positions, that office holders misappropriate funds that belong to the citizens?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. About Obasa issue, I think he has to carry his cross, because when they were looting the money, I know it's been happening, especially in Lagos State government parastatals and the judiciary, parliamentarians. That place is just no go area for auditors of Lagos, because same auditor that will probe them, they are the one that will still affirm his appointment letter. So it's been happening. It's not only Lagos. That's how it is in federal cell. So Obasa is just, his cup has just been filled up. So that's why they track him down. It's not only Obasa that got involved in that mess. You remember the other speaker too, Ikuforiji. Do you know how he was ended? His tenure ended. That Lagos State house is so rotten, corruption rotten. So they need to sanitize it. Secondly, I just wake up as a saddened man today. I dreamt a very bad dream about this country. And what happened is it's all about the serial killers we calling police, Nigerian police force. Even, I don't know the kind of leader we have. You want to name a state police, a nation's police, you are calling them Nigerian police force. The force attached to that Nigerian police alone is enough for them to start behaving like a rascal, like a radical, like a serial killer. If you understand what happened on Allen in the Keja yesterday with a gun-toted policeman, I look at the guy as a tout until I saw the uniform on him. You caught somebody, there was a misunderstanding about transaction, and you caught somebody went to call the policeman attached to a new generation bank, Zenith Bank on Allen. The guy came out with his gun, then they accosted the guy. And they said, you did so things. Okay, follow me. I can't follow you. The guy was resisting arrest. Follow me, I can't follow you. Next thing, he started shooting on the victim, started running. And the same policeman, senseless policeman, I don't know how they recruit all these police. And their DPO, their area commander are sitting down there, still expecting what they will bring. Kickback, they will bring back for them. I think, Mr. Odumosu, you have a lot of job to do. You are really trying. I could say you've got the integrity to police Lagos, but all these guys, they are posted under your command. They are notorious notorious gangster. I have to say that. Because once they hear Lagos, they believe Lagos is a business center for them to come and, you know, extort people and make a lot of money. And I stand by my word, and I stand to be arrested. Anybody that want to arrest me, I can drop my address. Any police officer here today, enough is enough. Or this your madness. Enough is enough. They are using taxpayers to pay you. And this same taxpayers' money they are using to pay you, you are killing them. You are killing the people paying the tax for your salary. Enough should be enough. Now that guy they killed yesterday now, extrajudiciary killing. I think Mr. Odumosu, you've been aware of this, that one of your boys killed a presumed criminal. He's not been found wanted. He's not been tried in court. He just shot him, and the guy was walking confidently with his gun till he escaped with a bike. Is that the country we want to live? Is that the kind of maladministration country we want to live? These police, they don't even fear God. They don't fear that one day they will die too, and their children will the sin they are committing now will be revisited on their children, next generation to come. They keep recruiting touts as Nigerian police. They keep recruiting touts, armed robbers as Nigerian police. That nonsense should stop, please. That nonsense should stop.
That is causing serious controversy in the country. And what's the controversy all about? About 31 trillion naira has been allocated for 2021 budget
against last year's 8 point something trillion. So you see much differences there. And the major point now is that nothing has been seen, visible about, made possible about this all big, gigantic amount of money. Trillion, and we are still borrowing money. Who is going to suffer more on this budget now because of this much amount budgeted or to be budgeted 2021? Come on, man. We are going to pay more tax, Michael. If you are recharging card, you are going to pay. Are you listening to me? If you are borrowing from any network, you are going to pay. You recharge, you are going to pay. If someone is transferring money into your account with your ATM, you are going to pay. You see it, government, they deduct money from your money.
Of course, the president has said we should brace up for more recession.
You see it. Brace up for more recession. Is he an economist? Is he a foolish flan? Is a foolish cow man? A foolish animal house boundary. That is what he knows. Just cattle rustling. Brace up for more recession. Is recession tea and bread? Is recession economic recession? Is it butter and bread? Why should Nigerians brace up more for more recession? Somebody should be talking to that daft. I'm telling you, Michael, they are budgeting trillions of naira. What is it the money used for? Where is the money? How much is going to constituencies? Are the constituents seeing anything visible with done with the money? Nothing has been used for the money. So more budget, more looting, more budget, more corruption. They are going to loot much money.
More embezzlement.
More embezzlement is going to come up.
Of course, Mudashiru Obasa, the Lagos Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly Speaker, is another
from Agege constituency.
Yeah, it's another issue.
Yeah,
he has been quizzed by the
Efcc.
Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Efcc. Your take on this?
Yes, there are a lot of unfolding issues from Obasa's angle or camp. There are many hidden things, that were made known to us later about Obasa.
Money
I'm telling you, money laundering, conspiracy, then internal generated revenue, Lagos State amount, the percentage that goes to him every month, 10%.
Sort of misappropriation of funds.
From this Obasa of a man, Obasa will think before he's a great man. It's now, I don't know, this kind of news about him. Everybody loves him before. He's doing a lot of good things. I'm one of his fans. I love him, but there are many issues that, have come up against him now. He said he's collecting 10% out of the internally generated revenue in Lagos State. Then they said he's the head, the man that spearheaded the Austin of Ambode. Ambode is too good, it was too good, he's not settling them and other things. I said, this man that I love. Being conspired. But Mike, before I end my point, I would like to hear from him. Like tomorrow, Obasa will talk. Let us just hear from him. I don't want it to look as if we are casting somebody that is innocent, because I've not heard anything about him speaking or removing his head from this rope.
Of course, he presented himself to the Efcc.
Well, yes, they are grilling him. I know.
He went there himself.
Yes, he went there himself.
So they demanded for him.
For him, thank you. So I want to hear from him before ever I say anything about him. But one thing I know is that I've been seeing his work all over Agege, the provision of this solar light, it has.
But is that enough?
That isn't enough. Agege is still one of the, not one. Agege is the most deteriorated part of Lagos State. Local government, very, very dirty, deteriorated. Nothing is being done there. The local government chairman, they are just embezzling money. They are wasting funds over there. So I don't see anything coming up good there in Agege. Agege is so bad. Agege is not motorable. Quotas there are stinking. They are living, even people like Ajegule, AJ, they are better off. Agege is too dirty. So whatever case that has come up against Obasa, Obasa himself should go and let himself off the hook. We want to hear from him very soon. I believe that tomorrow the man will bounce back. He must talk. He's reading the papers now. So now, what's up about the SARS protest in Abuja yesterday when Frank Mba, the MPF spokesperson, made a statement that the scraping off of SARS is just metaphorical, that are going to reform them. No, Frank shouldn't have said that. The way Frank was responding to those protesters, those youths, is not good. It's bad enough for those youths to stone him. They should have been stoning him, because Frank Mba doesn't know what Nigerians are going through on the hands of SARS.
That's what I told you sometimes ago, that I don't think SARS should be scrapped out.
Yes, you made such statements.
They would only be restricted.
And we said that too. We said that too.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten? I said reforming.
Reforming.
So that all these activities of criminals will not overwhelm us.
Like,
but we can see that these people are hunting innocent Nigerians as if we are rats and rabbits. You can only shoot certain animals like rodents. Rodents are destructive to farmland. Do you understand? Rodents are destructive to our electronics in the houses. Rodents are very, very destructive to humans. But there are animals that are friends to human beings that you don't even need to shoot. If you shoot them, I'm telling you, the animal rights organization, they will arrest you and try you. But in Nigeria, SARS, they hunt human beings, they hunt Nigerians, they hunt Nigerian youths. Once you look neat with a particular hairdo, SARS will call you, collect your phone, invade into your privacy, scroll your phone as a Yahoo.
Internet fraudster.
Internet fraudster. So it is bad. What SARS is doing in Nigeria is not good. Nigerians are suffering under, we are dying under SARS. And look at what Frank Mba is doing. What Frank Mba is doing now is not good. He's working hard to see that they reform SARS. But the whole Nigerians were crying out. We said, scrape it off. No reform. This is the fourth time SARS has been banned from 2018, 2019, 2020. That is fourth time. Let me tell you, Frank Mba himself, his children, his kinsmen, none of his nephew or uncles or auntie or cousins has been brutalized or killed by SARS. That's why Frank Mba has the guts to be saying what those things he was saying to the protesters yesterday. You understand? Look at the way he responded. It's not good. People are dying. Someone's child was shot as if he was an animal. We are not animals, we Nigerians. And they took away his car. That is first-degree murder in the United States. America will not handle such case matter with levity. They will take it so serious, because you just out of nothing kill somebody, an innocent soul. They will take it to be first-degree murder. I think you understand. So those SARS, their matter should not be handled with levity. The way Frank Mba is responding to protesters yesterday is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. It makes him one of the, in fact, I think he's one of the people that are fueling the fire, that igniting the minds of those SARS officials to be killing Nigerians. Someone was chased to his death at Shagamu, an innocent Nigerian football international. By this time around, the guy would have been in Europe playing football. Then some two friends were shot, at the viewing center. These guys were normal human beings. They were not criminals. They were normal human beings like you and I. Michael, SARS officials, they killed this guy, they shot him. Let me tell you, we agitated for reforming SARS before, but this time we are all crying out for total sack, total scrape off. An end. They should absolutely scrape SARS off. They are killers, they are murderers. And again, I'm advising again, SARS should be using no lethal weapon. The weapon they should be using this time around should not be lethal enough. They should give them these electrocution gadgets. Do you understand? If they want to leave SARS, they should not give them lethal weapons, because nothing like guns, because most of them are from bad family background. People whose family kills, people without no educational background. Do you understand? They are frustrated, and they some work their ways into MPF with bribery. They give out 250,000, that kind of things. They bribe the police and get themselves involved with the work. So what I'm advising now is that if you don't know somebody's family background, his educational background, what he did in the secondary school and the university, do not enlist him into the police, because probably if they get there, they will start committing all manner of crimes.
Of course, Nigerians are not really happy with this situation in the country. I know as a youth and as a lady, you have one or two things to speak out to the public. What are your concerns about Nigeria? What are the things you think is going wrong or are going wrong that you're not really happy with?
First of all, Nigeria is good, but the only problem we have in Nigeria is work. There is no work, and a lot of graduates out there are still searching for work. They are not employed, and even if they go to work, maybe all this minor work that even people that didn't even go to school that will still do the same work that do a graduate for that matter. So there is no work in Nigeria. Work is the most important thing. So the situation of Nigeria is very bad. Very bad. There are a lot of youths out there that is still unemployed. There are people that even still riding keke, riding bike, but all of them are graduates. So
Are you working presently?
I'm not working. There is no work. There is no work.
You've endeavored to look for work, right?
Yes, I need work. I need work, but there is no work in this Nigeria. It's very hard to get work that will pay you well.
Which school did you go to?
I attend Kingdom College at Ebonyi State. So since then, though I has been working, but the work is not paying. So we are just managing it, just struggling to survive.
Thank you so much.
Ijesha Land Foundation for Entrepreneurial and Leadership Development presents 3rd Dr. Lawrence Omole Annual Lecture Series. Theme: Entrepreneurship as a Tool for Community and National Development. Guest speaker: former Finance Minister Olusegun Aganga, Chairman, Marina Express Train Services. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this year's edition will take place via Zoom on Saturday, October 10, 2020. Time 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The 3rd Dr. Lawrence Omole Annual Lecture is dedicated to the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye Obokunagbewaran. Announcer: Tony Barola, Chairman Planning Committee, Ijesha Land Foundation for Entrepreneurial and Leadership Development.
Thank you so much for keeping in touch with us today on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. I still remain Michael Adekunle. Of course, the main mind behind the camera is Festus Oluwabukumi. Not forgetting my very great, intelligent reviewers that are always coming on board to express their feelings. I told you, and I'm still telling you, that it's not easy to come publicly to express your views. They've always been on at the newsstand every day, keeping it real right here with us on Flip TV. Thank you so much, viewers. Everyone, make sure you keep staying glued to Flip TV. Michael is saying goodbye to you, and have a very good weekend. Bye. All right.